Juicy tomatoes encasing savory sausage. It's the French recipe of dreams. Memories of France right away. As some of you may know, my husband's side of the family is French, and anytime we visit France, I try to experience as much of the local cuisine as possible. And one of the dishes that I fell head over heels with are these stuffed tomatoes. So these are easily found at grocery stores, they're eaten widely, it's a great family meal, and it takes a large tomato that's stuffed with sausage and baked with rice until it's nice and tender. It is the perfect one-pan meal, and it comes together so quickly and easily. So the very first thing that we're gonna do is prep our tomatoes. I have 6 large tomatoes here, and I'm just gonna slice off their tops. Then using a really sharp knife and a spoon, I'm gonna cut out as much of the pulp as possible, transferring it to a bowl. Then I'll take each of the tomatoes, flip them upside down onto a piece of paper towel to drain. If there are any bigger chunks of tomato, I'll cut them into smaller pieces, transfer it all to a bowl because we're gonna be using them a little later on. So each of these tomatoes are going to be stuffed with a sausage filling, and I want it to be as flavorful as possible. So I'm gonna start off with a frying pan with a little bit of butter. Once it's nice and melted, I'll add in some shallots and some garlic and saute them off until they're fragrant and softened. Then I'll let them completely cool. I'm using store-bought sausage for this recipe. You can use bratwurst or garlic sausage. In France, they use something called saucisse, and that's sausage that's already out of its casing. Today, I have some bratwurst that's in its casing, and it's so simple to remove. All you need is a super sharp knife, slit it down the middle, and then peel off the casing, and it's good to go. I want to share with you one of the seasonings that we're going to be using in our sausage stuffing. It's called herbe de Provence, and it's a combination of dried herbs like marjoram, rosemary, and thyme. If you can't find herbe de Provence, then you can use dried thyme, dried rosemary, or a combination of both, and it'll be just as delicious. Now to the sausage, I'm gonna add our cooled shallots and garlic, some freshly chopped parsley, the herbe de Provence, egg, some breadcrumbs, and I'm gonna season it all up with kosher salt and pepper to taste. Now I'm gonna mix it really well to combine. So the thing that I love about this recipe is not only do you have the beautiful stuffed tomato, but you also have a gorgeous bed of flavored rice underneath, making it the ultimate dish because it all comes together in the same casserole. So to prep the rice, I'm just gonna start by pouring a little bit of olive oil over the base of my casserole, and then we're gonna add in our long grain rice. I'm gonna mix the rice to coat it in the olive oil really well. And then I'm gonna add in my reserved tomato pulp, a little bit of white wine, some water, and salt to taste. Now I'm gonna mix this really well together and spread the rice into one even layer. Our tomatoes have had a good amount of time to drain. They're nice and dry on the inside. And now I'm gonna season them up with a little bit of kosher salt and black pepper. I'm gonna roll the prepared sausage into 6 even balls, and I'm gonna stuff each of the tomatoes with the sausage, placing the lid right back on top. I'll repeat this for the remaining tomatoes. Then I'll take the tomatoes and gently place them over the rice, evenly spacing them out. This dish looks absolutely gorgeous as it is, but it's ready to hit the oven. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're gonna go in for about 40 to 45 minutes or until those tomatoes are nice and soft, the sausage is cooked through, and the rice is nice and fluffy. And just like that, our French-style stuffed tomatoes, Tomates Farcies, are ready. This is one of those dishes that smells so homey and delicious coming out of the oven. Look at that tomato. The top is nice and blistered, and you can see all the juices of the sausage coming to the surface. Let's cut into it. Oh my gosh, yeah, so juicy. I've got a little bit of the sausage, a little bit of the tomato. Memories of France right away. So juicy, bursting with tons of flavor, and that sausage is to die for. Let me get a bit of that rice as well. So fluffy and tender, and it's absorbed the flavor of the sausage beautifully. Yum. This is truly a celebration of the humble tomato. I love how tender the tomato has become, extra juicy, and that stuffing of sausage in the middle is so tender, it just falls apart in your mouth. paired with the fluffy rice, it's such a great combination. So the next time you're looking to explore French cuisine, consider these stuffed tomatoes, tomates farcies. They are so simple to make, and it's such a great way to explore regional cuisine.